Let's put this show on the road. I presume everyone else can hear me, so let's begin. Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this bonus stream, I'll be covering a level pack made by OfficialMemeGuy titled Mega Man Android Attack. It's essentially a level pack slash quote-unquote fan game made in Mega Man Maker, and it consists of 8 Roadmaster levels and the usual number of fortress stages. And of course it comes with a music pack as well to replace most of the musical tracks. Let's hope it's not enough. Nice, we have Sticker Brush Symphony playing in the background. Now please pick my destiny and what Roadmaster to go after first. Here's the selection. And welcome to the stream Eduardo, OfficialMemeGuy, Leonardo, X Diego Broad, and all the lurkers. Someone else pick it please. I'll wait for the next 30 seconds, and if no one makes a pick, I'll go after Eruption Man. And King Wildwood is actually OfficialMemeGuy, so they'll be providing commentary while I go through the levels. Text commentary, that is. Welcome to the stream, Galaxy Man. As no one else picked an option within 30 seconds, I'll go through Eruption Man stage first, which has 42 plays and a score of 16. I'll be providing commentary on these levels both individually and as a level set. And as it's a level pack, I won't cheat and get the weapons out of order. I'll only pick them up as I collect them at the end of each stage. OfficialMemeGuy, could you post the story of this level pack so I know the reason of why we're going through these stages? And sorry Galaxy Man, I'm only covering levels from Mega Man Android Attack tonight. No Veers mid levels otherwise. Welcome to the stream, Jock. Glad you can make it. Please select the next Roadmaster I should go after. No one made a selection last time. And I already posted the link up above. Rocket Man? Gotcha. So a fairly straightforward storyline. More simplistic than the Fusion collab, but it works. It's essentially an excuse plot anyways. I'm going after Eruption Man first. Undertale music? Oh, I love this team. Yep, Undyne's team. And welcome to stream, Rafa. Glad you could make it. I wish I had the charge shot here. That was a bit of a close one at the end. Still a very straightforward stage. The hardest part was actually the boss battle, to be honest. Next up is Rocket Man with 30 plays and a score of 7. That's why I usually face off against Flame Man with the charge shot. The moon. When I hear the Team Rocket Man, I wouldn't expect the moon, usually at least. I would expect the launch site stage. Oh well, it still fits for a space level. Oh, by the way, is the volume loud enough? Just want to know before I move on forwards, especially with the NSFR replacements playing in the background. Alright, I'll go after Necro next then. Is this forced weapon usage? I think it is. I wish it wasn't forced, but I guess it's following more Mega Man tree design philosophy and Hardman's level. Thank you. Oh, by the way, once I complete all the levels in this level pack and give my closing thoughts on it, I'll end off the stream. Okay, gotcha, that was my bad. I should have gone left instead. So that's better design. OfficialMemeGuy accounted for that. Kinda wish this stage had more rockets, but that's due to the lack of assets applicable in this engine. At the very least, we have the killer bullets, space, and the jet bombs. I was hoping for a stage closer to launching Shuttle Man from Magmal 2, if you watch my LP of it. Did you participate in Magmal 3 OfficialMemeGuy? I can't recall off the top of my head. Welcome to the stream, Jaden. Glad you could make it. So all of them has the same boss team. But it's Crystal Man. Oh no. Let's try this again. And track weaknesses. I'll have to use this as a makeshift charge shot then. Why is the screen not bounded here? Well, there it goes. This is gonna be a tough encounter. Sure, go right ahead. I already listed out all the Roadmaster stages. Don't give the name of the Fortress stage, though. Kinda got lucky here. Oh, for Magma Tree, no, not yet. The judges haven't finished judging your stages. You can at least say you participated or not. But that's all. So next up is Necro Man. 27 plays and a score of 10. Here's a list of arms you can pick after this stage. Bloody Tears from Castlevania 2. It's a split between Redwood and Poacher. Who will be the tiebreaker? I know, right? I love Bloody Tears, especially some of his remakes later. Checkpoint placement so far is on the better side. None of them feel unfair. Though the stages don't feel that difficult, the hardest parts are easily the boss battles at the end. But that's more due to the lack of charge shots, more than anything else. Ah, fake out. Down into the dungeon we go. For example, I love the Bloody Tears remix used in Dracula X and Dracula X Chronicles. As malaligned as Castlevania 2 is, it set the stage for several important games later down the line. For instance, Symphony of the Night. Werewolves would be a nice enemy to be here if they were part of the engine. Me too, I never played Symphony. I just know how important it is for setting up the Metroidvania genre. There are several Metroidvania games I need to play on this channel as well, especially with all the free games I've gotten both on Epic and Keymailer. Especially the latter. I need to play Forger very soon. Tell you what, in about a week or so, I'll start playing Forger on the channel via live streams. That'll be a nice, chillaxing game. A nice game to unwind and whatnot. Poacher. It's an indie farming game, I guess? I'm not sure how to describe it. It's essentially an action sim. I'm hoping to play it either on Friday or next Monday. Nope. At least it's just fair, man. Thankfully, I now have a sort of a makeshift charge shot. Let's see, I have a split opinion between Redwood Man and Polar Woman. So let me flip a coin, and I'll take the option that wins out. And the winner is... Polar Woman. 17 plays and a score of 6. I think I have her weakness, though I'm not sure. I did see one or two other videos on the most popular queue. I mean trending videos, so that'll be interesting. I decided not to watch most of it because I don't want to get spoiled about the game. This music sounds like it comes from Shovel Knight. I recognize the sound font. What kind of weird? Is it Mega Man 3 or 5 weird? Polar Knight, I see. Makes sense, as this is an ice stage, though not as depressing as Polar Knight's stage was. That stage's atmosphere was a lot more oppressive and sad. This one feels so much more upbeat with the bright colors and whatnot. It feels kind of like a mismatch. This stage would work better with less depressing music. And darker colors, to be quite honest. Either Eruption Man's weapon is good against Polar Woman, or it's the other way around. After all, there's also Redwood Man, and he's likely the wood-based sword master of the game. And fire burns down wood. When 1.6 comes out, some of these platforms will probably be replaced with the ice blocks, the ones that shatter over time. I don't know, I never really played Shovel Knight. That's it? I thought the stage would go on for further. Oh well. Felt like it'd go on for at least one more section, it felt a bit too short. See the amount of time I spent on this stage only being 2 minutes. There should have been at least 30 seconds to 1 more minute of stage. Like another underwater section. Nope, not weak to it, it's the other way around. Fine with me. And it's over. Who should I go after next? Good night, Leonardo. I see, King. We have Poacher, Olympiad, Redwood, and Typhoon left. Welcome to the stream, Golem. I should start to have weaknesses by this point. I hope at least. True. Going to Redwood then. If no one objects, I'm going right now. 15 plays and a score of 2. Alright, I'll do Typhoon right after then, Rafa. Sting Chameleon's team. I will Patio, also welcome to the stream. I'll leave it in the description below. It's already in my to-play list, by the way, so you can see the IDs there. But the VOD of this will be available by tomorrow when everything finishes processing. At least it sounds fairly accurate, at least in the 8-bit format. Maybe not accurate, but faithful. Some of the 8-bit remixes don't sound as faithful as others. A lot of sliding through these tree trunks, I see. Sometimes I wish the Tamas were a bit more dangerous. For instance, the ones in Mega Man Battle Royale, or Mega Man Royale, they block your way, you can't just phase right through them. Yep, one person only. It was made by OfficialMemeGuy, aka King Wow Wood in the chat. Yeah, they only have 12 health. They only have 12 health compared to the 18 health that the hot dogs have. Maybe 15 will be enough. That's why when I made my Neo Pit of Pits levels, I buffed them in terms of health. Let's test our weaknesses. And I'm right. Fire burns down wood. I see. Basically, they feel about 25 to 33% smaller than they should be. It feels like they should be, let's say, at least 25 to 33% longer to be about the same length as the traditional Mega Man NES stage. Compare this to, for example, the Mega Man Fusion collab, where the stages felt like they had a nice size and fully explored their gimmicks enough, while not extending too far. Over here it feels like, even though the stages have distinct gimmicks, they don't really have enough time to establish them. Ah, good, that's nice to hear. Next up is Typhoon Man, with 17 plays and a score of 4. Only 2 remain, Poacher and Olympiad Man. Please pick which one I should go after next. Sky Battery. I hope I picked up the correct weapons. I want to point out... Never mind. I'm asking that because I thought that the Danger Wrap would be given by Typhoon Man. I think I remember. Yeah, I do. There are a lot of levels I played, so... Gotcha. Because I thought the Danger Wrap is given by this boss, not a different boss. After all, Danger Wrap is a water-based... supposed to be water-based, at least. Perhaps Olympiad Man is actually the Water Ward Master of the group. This is looking to be more of a sky stage. Which are the footholders and the Yoke blocks, I presume. Not so much the orange footholders, but the green ones that can fire projectiles at you. Really, this stage has 3 gimmicks. Well, 2 gimmicks and 1 quote-unquote gimmick. The 2 gimmicks being the Yoke blocks, and the other quote-unquote gimmick being bottomless pits. Oh, rain teamed. That makes more sense. To be fair though, if rain was also added to the stage, it'd make it a lot more frustrating and difficult. Depending on the strength of the rain though. Thank you, Rush. All the levels feel on the easier side, to be honest. Especially compared with Fusion Collab. Then again, this is the first time OfficialMemeGuy is making a level pack on their lonesome. So they probably biased it a bit too much on the easy side, just for safety. Indeed, neutral rain. Or stuff like the Mega Man 10 levels. Like Silent Rain, I mean. This stage felt like mostly the appropriate length. Could be a bit longer though. And I just realized that the gravity hold is probably the boss's weakness. Or perhaps it's a leaf shield. Probably leaf shield now that I think about it. No? It's Blizzard Attack. I guess it frosts over his fans, or wings. Nevertheless, it's a neat idea to have these Yoke blocks below. No, what he means is rain that doesn't move you around, it just falls directly down. Alright, please pick either Poacher Man or Olympiad Man. If you don't make a selection within the next 30 seconds, I'll flip a coin. Olympiad Man it is. 24 plays and a score of 7. Let's see what his team is. Represented by Crash Man. Strike Man. I don't mind weird. In fact, it's a nice break to play levels that don't follow the usual conventional Mega Man tropes. I like the addition of a baseball park in Mega Man 10. We haven't had a stadium stage in Classic Series, I guess. Yeah, rain doesn't push you. Good thing we'll have those rocket baseballs in the next update. Essentially rain for just aesthetic purposes, that's all. Are you sure Mega Man 3 would have the weirdest? From the base Classic Series, not counting stuff from, for example, The World or Base 2. I'm not sure, maybe 5 would be a bit stranger. I can't really think of any mainline Mega Man Classic game that has really out there bosses. The only thing I can think of would probably be Mega Man in Base 2, Challenger from the Future. But that's not a mainline game, and that was only for the Wander Swan. Oh, whoops. Didn't pay enough attention. First official death in a stage. Outside of a boss battle, I mean. Wait, Shadow Man stage was a sewer? I thought it was sort of like a smelter. Or a toxic waste refinery. Like, Pump Man stage is definitely taking place in a sewer. But Shadow Man, I got the impression it's a toxic waste refinery. Or a smelter. It's just the color of the quote-unquote liquid that looks more like metal to me, or toxic waste. Then again, you can have toxic waste in a sewer. I just feel like Pump Man attained the sewer team a lot better. In terms of stage difficulty, this kinda reminds me of Mega Man 5, and how it's also on the easier side. Deadly hurdles, I see. Kind of very straightforward to jump over because just regular spike jumps, but I get the idea. I'm not sure what you'd be weak to. Let's try it, everything. Not sure why this works. Then again, I'm not sure how Olympiad Man is supposed to look like, so I don't see a justification with the mace. Or I don't make the connection. So that leaves Poacher Man left, with 28 plays and a score of 6. I'm just tearing through the stages. I finished it already in 33 minutes, due to a combination of their shorter length and relatively easier difficulty. I say that even a casual or average skilled Mega Man Maker player could easily finish this level pack. I thought Top Man stage took place in either a greenhouse or a stadium. But yeah, I'm not sure what stage his takes place in. Top Man stage is easily the honest one out of the bunch in Mega Man 3. All these enemies are trapped in cages. With the exception of cannons and stuff that's escaping. When we get to the X series, we have more selections of more out there boss designs. And again, they have more creativity, or options of creativity with the advent of animals. Then we get to Zero, and where I keep forgetting their names. I don't recognize this musical track at all. Where does it originate from? Factory inspection from Kirby. Still doesn't really... Wait a minute, is there something to the right? That looks suspicious. Yep, there is. It's kind of turning into a mini maze-like stage, to be honest. At least it's not a maze of death. Pretty short maze, all things considered. Would have liked it to go for at least 2 more screens and snake around the place a bit more. Yeah, I remember that dice stage. There was actually a way to exploit it so we could always get past it pretty fast. But I agree, in Mega Man 3, the bosses and Robot Masters don't... For many of them, they don't really fit their teams exactly, or... Not even exactly, but mostly. Thankfully, Mega Man 4 fixed the issue. Mega Man 2 didn't have the issue, Mega Man 1 didn't have it, Mega Man 4 fixed it. I know Mega Man 5 also takes inspiration from Mega Man 3 in terms of the weird RMs department, or Stranger. But at very least, they fit their teams more often. What would Poachers be weak to? I don't make the connection here either. I guess he's carrying too much items on his back, so if I increase the gravity, he gets crushed by it. Kirby 64, now I remember. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. So the story from here on out is that, once Mega Man defeats the androids, their leader Alpha comes out and has announced that he's kidnapped Dr. Light, claiming that no man can be smarter than a robot. Now Mega Man has to make for their base, with haste. So on to the Scrap Fortress stages. Starting out with the first one. And according to OfficialMemeGuy, that's where he put most of his work into. And Mega Man 3's weakness order was one of the strangest and made the least sense in the entire series. The other ones that would probably be up there would be Mega Man 8. I'm referring to the mainline series, so I'm not talking to like stuff like Rockman and 4Day 2 or the World games. Welcome to Stream Panther 35, glad you could make it. I'm going through the 4 stages of the level pack Mega Man Android Attack made by this author, OfficialMemeGuy, who is currently in chat. Is this Gear Fortress playing in the background? And as this is a Fortress stage, I will be using special weapons a lot here. Wait, could I have... I think I could have jumped up over it. So it is Gear Fortress. That's a good idea, OfficialMemeGuy. Whoops, I was paying a bit too much attention to else things. Other things, sorry. Let's do this again. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, I can't. I always find it funny how you can almost insta-gib the hot dogs using the leaf shield. You would think that wouldn't be possible because one's fire-based and the shield is wood-based. It almost has a fire reaver effect on it or something. And something I want to point out is that all the levels, all 8 Roadmaster stages are doable Buster only. Also, I acquired the rush shit along the way. Before I started the stage, that is. Definitely harder than all the preceding stages. Especially in terms of spikes already. So far I like this stage more than any of the other stages I played. I forgot I can despawn like that. This time I'll do rush the proper way. There's another game I'm interested in live streaming in the future, but we'll see about that. It's not quite a Mega Man game, but it takes heavy inspiration from the Mega Man Zero series. And I just randomly came across it on Newgrounds. Happy birthday, Jethawk! Same Panta, but I doubt they'll be able to support strings like that. I know in Mario Maker you can have all those in-game messages. Sadly, this game doesn't support it. Down to the first boss we go. I'll at least bring him down to half health, then I'll try using his weakness. Because otherwise it's kind of repetitive. I can get 2 or 3 shots in per cycle, but it's slow going otherwise. Frankly, I feel this will work better with a charge shot. Alright, weakness time. Makes sense, as that's the easiest weapon to hit him with. For weaknesses, I feel that either they should make sense thematically in terms of elements or teams, or they should counteract the boss's pattern the most, or one of the most, or both ideally. We see that in motion with Mega Man 11, where the boss weaknesses both make sense and they counteract the boss patterns the most. Next up is Scrap Fortress 2, 10 plays and a score of 1. No, it's not Gunvolt. It's an online game I found in Newgrounds. And frankly, the way it's designed, it's not even a Mega Man game, but the way the gameplay goes about, it basically feels like Mega Man 0. Just with a different character though. From a completely different franchise. I'll show it off during next Sunday's stream or the stream after that, as I already want to cover one secret game for the next Sunday stream, once I complete Day in the Limelight 1. But I need to double check if it'll work in stream, because as we saw with Hard Hat 2, the music can sometimes break. Some of the games don't work well with the system. As you remember, if you watched my stream of Hard Hat 2, the music randomly broke. Thankfully I discovered that all the musical tracks are all MIDI files, and I can open them up on my media players. So it'll be really easy to replace all the musical tracks, not as difficult as I initially thought it would be. I thought that was actually solid ice for a moment. Mega Man 10 and Mega Man 11. I feel they did a better job of weaknesses in Mega Man 11, but Mega Man 10 also did a decent job. Mega Man 10 also has a little bit more of a stranger set of Roadmasters, but at least they're thematically consistent with the bosses, unlike Tree. They learned their lesson after Tree, is all I'm saying. To be quite honest, throughout the classic series, Tree kinda felt like a strange game and it felt a bit unfinished. Yep, horrible puns. For example, why Blade Man defeats Strike Man? 3 strikes and you're out. Not to mention it counteracts this pattern one of the best. Too bad the weapons in Mega Man 10 were on the below par side. Outside of stuff like the wheel cutter and water shield. Where does this music come from, by the way? Sounds quite neat. It does fit a Evil Lab team. Well, initially it's supposed to be aliens, but really they were built by Wily and Light together. And yes, most of the stages in Mega Man 3 actually take place on other planets, which is a significant jump up in technology because most other games in the series feature they only take place on Earth, or the Moon, or in space stations, but not on completely separate planets. It's never explored again in future games in the classic series, except maybe Rockman and 4-Day 2. I feel that some of the weapon choices, the problem with them is their strength, ammo usage, and the fact that many levels weren't designed around them. Hey, Mega Man V, that's one. That took place on other planets, but they were still in the solar system. At least I think. Whereas the ones in Mega Man 3 were not named, but I presume they're the same, like off-site colonies. Well, this is actually neat. Dodging his volley is actually quite not easy at all. What would his weakness be? Oh no, don't tell me it's a danger app. What else could be awkward? This? Water wave? Yes, water wave. I thought it was a charge kick for a moment or the danger app. This isn't too awkward to hit him with, to be honest. That'd be the most awkward. I like this boss battle more, but I like the previous stage more. Scrap Fortress 3, 7 plays, and a score of 1. Oh, I see. Man's team? Nice remix of the Castle team. Probably the hardest stage. And we already start out in the middle of a bottomless pit. Over it, I mean. Yeah, that whistle and the introductory whistle sounds out of tune. The rest of the song sounds fine, though. Oh no, fans. One of my biggest enemies in this game. Oh yeah, I remember. Darkman does have a lower-pitched whistle. It just sounds a bit strange when placed into a music track like this. But it still sounds a bit different from Darkman's whistle, a little bit too higher-pitched. Wow, it even mixes in the intro theme from Mega Man 5. That's amazing. That's a great segue. I gotta say, this is one of the best Fortress themes I've heard in this pack. One of the best musical tracks in general because it segues. It combines both the Dark Fortress theme, the Castle theme, the Mega Man 5 intro theme, and other things too. Amazing. I didn't expect this song to combine multiple songs into one. Props to go to the creator with this. That could have gone really poorly. Can't reach any of these, and I don't like where this is going. That wasn't too bad, it could have been a lot more trollish. Can I jump over this? Nope, I can't. Whoa. Could I sneak in there? I could, but it's too risky. I'm gonna do it the fair way. I'm not sure if this is my favorite stage team. That's probably... I mean, my favorite stage is probably 1, but this is nice. Oh. This is a problem. This is easily the toughest one. Ringman is already difficult on his lonesome, but with this setup, with all the rings he fires, I would actually, if this was a fangame boss, I would ask you to tone down the number of rings being shot, unless this was supposed to be hard mode. Or give me the atomic fire, or give me charge shots, I mean. Of course, if I was playing as Poacher Man, I could just deflect it. Yeah, doing this normally... I much prefer the previous boss, but this is definitely harder than the previous two. There is difficulty escalation. Now on to the final stage. The finale actually used to be a separate stage, but this stage was remade once 1.5 hit the servers, so now both of them have been combined. 4 and 5, that is. I've seen it and played a bit of it. I'll showcase it on a future stream. It's fun but very flawed. Wily Star. Rooms. Oh, never mind. It was made before version 1.5, so instead this is a mini boss rush. Well, it certainly makes it stand out from the usual boss rushes, so don't mind it too much. I'll go through all 10 of these, by the way. Even though I need to only go through 7 of them. I mean 8 of them. Oh, never mind, it's just 8. I thought these actually, all of them led to separate ones. But now that I think about it, you do need some exit teleporters. But I do need to turn back anyways, because I can only carry up to 7 keys. The number probably should have been 8 in the first place, but... Only 7 doors, but there's probably one on the next screen. Last one. I still find it hilarious that Atamas actually are less weak to the leaf shield compared to the hot dogs, despite the latter having more health. Oh, I see. Perhaps put an extra key door with an extra E-tank at the end. So even if you don't soft lock people, you can at least put extra rewards for those who are more attentive. Bomb Man in this setup. You know what, let's just use the E-tank. If this stage doesn't have multiple bosses, this should end the stage. For a quote-unquote buying machine, this is easier than 2 of the preceding bosses, to be quite honest. Now, if this was Ring Man, I'd be singing a different tune. Nope, not over yet. Full restores of everything. Probably should have not used that E-tank then. Wait, there is actually another boss. Okay, this makes more sense for second phase. Only can reach Cutman though, and of course these are green footholders. Time to play Guess the Weakness. The biggest problem is really Cutman more than anything else, because I can't repeatedly hit him. It has to be either Danger Wrap or Charge Kick. No? Well, I'm gonna use this then. I see nothing else that could work against him. As effectively, I mean. I can get about 2 or 3 shots in per cycle, but I need to lead away the big spark shot. And it's done. The Wily machine has been destroyed, or the Wily capsule, I guess. Secondary weakness to Danger Wrap, but didn't seem to be that effective, and it was too risky to use it like that. That's one way to end it off a stage. The only thing left is an extra special stage. I wanted to keep this hidden and not listed there because otherwise someone would just look ahead already. Originally I had to complete a set of achievements before doing this, but that's been changed. Massive Man, with 6 plays and a score of 0. This stage has 5 bosses, 2 checkpoints, 3 enemies, 20 screens, 3 spikes, and 0 fillers. That's a succinct summary of what's being added in version 1.6 Rafa. Only 3 enemies in this stage though, so I guess the entire stage is the boss battle. Well, most of the stage, not the entirety. There's Grenade Man. So this was made after 1.5, of course. But first I need to find where a key is. Of course, hi Bubble Man. Alright, I have all these. Now I can go back. Now I can... Thankfully, this boss has checkpoints right in the middle. I need 6 keys to destroy him, I guess. Let's go. Thank you for the whoa, no. I need to find his true weakness and fast. This works. Oh, that's it. I was expecting there to be at least 3 more sections. Then again, I expected more Bubble Men, to be honest. I had 1 earlier, then 2, then 1. There should have been at least 2 more Bubble Men, to be honest. But I do like the idea of this stage. I just wish there was more segments to this battle. It's a nice short special stage though. Perhaps as an extra fortress boss and whatnot. But yeah, that last Bubble Man, that was kind of a nasty surprise. Especially running low on health, because the toughest part of the encounter is all the scaffolding falling from the ceiling. And unfortunately, as you can't see Grenade Man, you can't see when he's gonna detonate the bomb, which will drop all that scaffolding. Nevertheless, I like the concept. I just wish it had 3 more phases. So that marks the end of the Mega Man Android Attack level pack / quote-unquote fan game. Here are my overall thoughts and / first impressions. Compared to the last collab I played on stream, Fusion Collab, the general quality here was lower. Most of the stages felt like they ended too early, most of the Roadmaster stages that is. They were too easy, and they didn't have enough time to explore their gimmicks enough. I did like some of the aesthetics. I do like how each of them had their own unique teams, but they weren't really memorable. I'd say for the most part they're below par, or par perhaps. On the other hand, the Fortress stages had a lot more work put into them. Those are the stages we can honestly say are more memorable and the ones I enjoyed, especially in terms of gimmick usage, and they pose some challenge. I know Roadmaster stages shouldn't be too challenging, especially aiming to be traditional NES-like, but they should have some level of challenge, because otherwise, if there's no level of challenge, it's boring. Thankfully, the Scrap Fortress stages didn't suffer from that, and I liked all the Fortress bosses, outside of perhaps the Ringman machine. Weakness Order was... I'm not sure what it was. And I liked all the musical track replacements provided by OfficialMemeGuy. I really like it when any level pack has this, because it makes the whole thing stand out more, compared to other levels where the music tracks are the same provided in the game. Which is why I'm heavily wishing for in the future for the engine to support MP3s and OGGs, so we can hear non-8-bit musical tracks. And according to OfficialMemeGuy, there is a second iteration out there, or a sequel series, which improves upon this immensely, so I will play that in the future. Boy, it's been a while since this last was submitted to my playlist. This was originally submitted in late March, so it's been about 5 months or so. Glad I can put it behind me. In the near future, I will finish off Mega Man Fierce BattleBots by Heavy Elite, and by then I will have finished all the level series, and then I can cover all the levels that were submitted to the Mega Man level design contest in 2019, which I've been putting off for long enough. MP3... MP3s and OGGs, as MP3s have some licensing issues. Thank you, OfficialMemeGuy, thank you for making this series, and thank you everyone else for joining the stream. It's greatly appreciated. So here's the plan for this week's of streams. I may have an extra stream on Friday, but I will not cover any of the usual games then. I may cover Poacher then, but we'll see. Saturday we'll have the usual Mega Man Maker streams, and Sunday I'll finish off the rest of Day in the Limelight 1, and then move on to the quote-unquote secret game, and perhaps something extra after that. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice time of day. Toodles!